Hello, wonderful learners. Welcome to Easy Speak English podcast. I'm Priya, your friend and guide, and this is episode 22. Ready to speak English with confidence? You're in the perfect spot. Today we're using shadowing, a fun and easy way to sound natural. Shadowing means repeating what you hear, like copying a friend's voice. I used to feel nervous talking to new people, but shadowing phrases like, "Can I have some help?" help me chat smoothly. In this episode, you'll hear a special story about Emma, a young woman in Miami, USA, full of conversations that changed her life. Listen to each sentence, then repeat it aloud, copying my tone, speed, and emotion. Practice as many times as you like. The more you shadow, the better your English gets. Grab a notebook, hit subscribe, and let's dive into the story. Let me tell you about Emma. She's 26 years old. She lives in Miami, Florida. She works at a small pet store where she cares for animals. She loves her job, helping puppies find homes. She's great at what she does, but she gets shy speaking English. She always tries to smile and be friendly. Her boss, Olivia, is warm and supportive. One day, Olivia called Emma to the back of the store. She said, "Emma, we're opening a new pet store in Orlando." Emma's eyes widened. Olivia smiled and said, "We want you to help set it up." Emma couldn't believe her ears. She asked, "Are you sure I'm ready?" Olivia nodded. "You're our best worker." Emma felt a rush of pride. It was her first big trip for work. She told her cousin Mia about it. Mia was thrilled and said, "You'll do amazing things." Emma packed her suitcase carefully. She got her train ticket to Orlando. She felt ready for the adventure. Before leaving, Emma needed supplies for the trip. She decided to visit a big market in Miami. The market was alive with color and sound. Stalls were filled with fruits, clothes, and crafts. Emma needed a new notebook for work. She walked to a stationery stall. The seller was arranging pens. Emma said, "Can I have some help?" The seller smiled. "Of course, what do you need?" Emma pointed to a blue notebook. She said, "I like this one." The seller handed it to her. Emma said, "It's perfect." She paid and thanked him. As she walked away, a little girl dropped her toy nearby. It was a small stuffed bear. It rolled under a table. Emma knelt down and picked it up. She gave it to the girl. The girl smiled. "Thank you so much." Her mother rushed over. She said, "You're so kind." Emma blushed and said, "It's no problem." The mother looked at Emma closely. She asked, "Is your name Emma?" Emma was surprised. She said, "Yes, how do you know?" The mother smiled. "I'm Mrs. Carter, your old neighbor." Emma gasped. "Mrs. Carter, it's you." They hugged and laughed. Mrs. Carter said she now runs a bakery in Miami. Emma said, "I love your cookies." They talked about old neighborhood memories. Emma remembered playing in Mrs. Carter's garden. They exchanged phone numbers. Emma said, "Let's meet again." Mrs. Carter nodded. "I'd love that." Emma walked away feeling so happy. Emma continued through the market. She stopped at a fruit stall. The smell of fresh mangoes filled the air. She wanted to buy some for her trip. The seller, a man with a bright smile, greeted her. Emma said, "Can I have some mangoes?" He said, "These are the best." Emma picked a few and paid. As she turned, the man dropped his bag of apples. They rolled across the ground. Emma helped pick them up. She said, "Here you go." He thanked her. "You're a lifesaver." His name was Noah and he worked at the market. Emma said, "Your stall is so colorful." Noah laughed. "Thanks. I love this place." They talked about Miami's sunny vibe. Emma felt more confident speaking. She said, "It's nice to meet you." Noah smiled. "Come back anytime." Emma walked away with a big smile. Next, Emma went to a mall in Miami. The mall was huge with shiny floors and bright lights. She needed shoes for the Orlando trip. She walked into a shoe store. The shelves were full of sneakers and sandals. Emma saw a pair of white sneakers. She asked, "Can I try these on?" The clerk nodded. "Sure thing." The sneakers fit perfectly. Emma said, "I'll take them." The clerk smiled. "They look great on you." Emma thanked her and paid. As she walked through the mall, she saw a crowd near a fountain. A little boy was crying. He looked lost and scared. Emma walked over slowly. She knelt down and said, "Are you okay?" The boy sniffled. "I can't find my mom." Emma stayed calm. She said, "Don't worry, we'll find her." She took the boy's hand gently. They walked to a security desk nearby. Emma said, "This boy is lost." The guard nodded. "Thank you for helping." Emma smiled. "I'm glad to help." Soon the boy's mother ran over. She hugged her son tightly. She turned to Emma and said, "You're an angel." Emma blushed. "I'm just glad he's safe." The mother's name was Lily. She said, "Can we stay in touch?" Emma nodded and gave her number. She said, "I'd like that." Lily hugged her again. Emma felt so proud. After the mall, Emma wanted to relax. She found a small cafe nearby. The cafe was cozy with soft music playing. She sat by a window. She ordered and said, "Can I have some tea?" The barista smiled. "Coming right up." Emma sipped her tea and looked around. A young woman sat at the next table. She was reading a book Emma loved. Emma said, "That's my favorite book." The woman looked up and smiled. She said, "Mine too." Her name was Ava and she was an artist. Emma said, "What kind of art do you make?" Ava said, "I paint landscapes and people." They talked about books and creativity. Emma said, "Your work sounds amazing." Ava blushed. "Thanks. I have an art show tomorrow." Emma asked, "Can I come to it?" Ava nodded. "I'd love for you to come." They exchanged numbers. Emma felt a spark in her heart. Ava was so easy to talk to. They decided to walk through the mall together. Ava pointed to a poster on a wall. It showed one of her paintings. Emma gasped, "Is that yours?" Ava nodded. "Yes, it's for my show." Emma said, "You're so talented." She felt so lucky to meet Ava. The next day, Emma went to Ava's art show. The gallery was bright and welcoming. Paintings of beaches and cities hung on the walls. Emma walked around slowly. She saw Ava's work and smiled. She said, "These are beautiful." Ava ran over and hugged her. Ava said, "Thanks for coming." They talked about each painting. Emma said, "This one feels so alive." Ava smiled. "That's my favorite too." Emma shared her dream. She said, "I want to open my own pet store one day." Ava said, "You'll make it happen." Emma felt inspired. After the show, they went to a nearby park. The park had tall trees and a small lake. They sat on a bench by the water. Emma said, "This place is so peaceful." Ava nodded. "I come here to think." They watched the sunset. The sky turned orange and pink. Emma said, "This is perfect." Ava held her hand gently. Emma felt calm and happy. Ava said, "I'm so glad we met." Emma smiled. "Me too." She knew this day changed her life. Emma went to Orlando for the pet store opening. The store was big and cheerful. She set up displays with pet toys and food. Customers came in with smiles. Emma greeted them warmly. She said, "Welcome to our store." A customer asked, "Do you have dog treats?" Emma nodded. "Right over here." She helped every customer with care. Olivia called and said, "You're doing fantastic, Emma." Emma smiled. "Thank you so much." She felt more confident speaking English. Back in Miami, Emma called Ava every day. They talked about their dreams and plans. Ava visited the pet store one day. She brought a small painting for Emma. She showed a puppy playing. Emma said, "This is so cute." Ava smiled. "It's for you." Emma's family met Ava and loved her. They went to Ava's next art show together. Emma watched Ava share her paintings. She felt so proud. Now Emma and Ava live together in Miami. Emma still works at the pet store. She's planning her own store. Ava paints and sells her art. They walk by the park often. Every time they pass the cafe, Emma remembers their first talk. Emma's shopping day taught her something important. Helping others makes you stronger. Meeting Mrs. Carter brought back warm memories. Helping the lost boy made her brave. Meeting Ava gave her a best friend. Emma practiced English at every step. She used phrases like, "Can I have some help?" and "Are you okay?" Her voice grew clearer with each try. She felt ready for her dreams. Now she speaks English with confidence. She loves sharing her story with others. She hopes it inspires people to be kind. She hopes it helps them speak English. I hope you enjoyed Emma's story. I hope you practice speaking English with this story. Thank you for joining me for Emma's beautiful story, dear listeners. You shadowed her journey in Miami and practiced speaking English with heart. English is more than grammar. It's about people, connections, and moments that light up our lives. Keep shadowing until your voice feels strong and clear. Watch this video again, repeat after me, and practice every day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a friend who loves learning English. Drop a comment below like, "I shadowed, can I have some help?" Today. You're doing fantastic, and I'm so proud of you. Join me for another story next time.